Good morning, guys. This morning I woke up and I felt it was really necessary to make this video. I've been off videoing and I was spending some time really figuring out what it is that I want to contribute and what it is that I want to share. I feel like my passions are very much aligned with health and fitness, but spiritually and emotionally, I feel like there's so much more to me than that. And I don't feel like I've actually really had a chance to share that on my channel. Heck, I haven't even done like an introduction video. So hopefully this video opens up to you a little bit about who I am and what I'm about and what my life is like. And I just want to reiterate that my channel is not a platform for you to come on and, how do I say this in the nicest way possible? I want to be relatable. I don't want to be liked. I don't want people to come on here and think that my life is perfect, because this is my platform to showcase the most imperfect things in my life and the things that I really struggle with. I'm finally at a stage where I feel like I'm helping myself through these struggles, and if I can help someone else through the shit that they're going through, then that's what makes this all worthwhile. The past couple of days I felt a little bit disconnected within myself. So this morning I'm just going to take some time to journal it all out. I've been journaling a lot lately. In the morning I would generally write down all the things that I'm grateful for. And if I forget to do it every morning, then I can do it over night time. But I make sure every single day that there is something that I mention that I'm grateful for, because life is meaningless if we're not grateful for all the small things. Another thing that I'm going to try and do this morning, which I have been terrible at, is meditation. If I don't quieten down my mind for the day, I feel like I am in manic mode. I am going from place to place. I don't have a direction of how I want my day to look. I'm generally living up here rather than in the present moment. Meditation is a form of a way to help us be more mindful through the day. And it's something that I have been slack at, but I'm going to take some time to do it this morning. So I'm going to drink my coffee and I'm going to journal, and then I'm going to meditate. And then throughout the day, I'm just going to talk to you guys about what the hell has been going on in my life, and I'm hoping that you can relate with it too. Here's what is absolutely vital to a road trip by yourself. I've got my chakra cards, wallets, sunglasses, reading glasses. I have to pack some workout gear just in case I want to go for a workout. Highly unlikely. A retainer, oil, check. Food, check. Journal, book, diary, check. Sandy car, check.
I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go from here? Where do I go? Where do I go from here?
If I'm being completely honest, today has been pretty hard. This morning I meditated and it was one of the hardest things that I've had to do. Felt like I constantly had these interrupting, niggling, negative thoughts throughout the day. I tried to use a technique that I've learned in mindfulness, and it's actually from ACT therapy or ACT therapy. And the technique is called labeling. So it's generally used when you're performing mindfulness. So every time a thought pops into your head, instead of observing it or judging it, you just label it as a thought. And every time an emotion comes up and you feel something, you label it as an emotion. So I've been trying to use that technique throughout the day. I'm often confronted with these really negative thoughts and emotions, and it's totally normal. Whilst I was at the beach, I had some really unhelpful thoughts. A lot of them said things like, you're not good enough, you're alone. And then I had all of these anxieties pop up about future events and past events, things that really didn't need my time or my worry or even my thought. And anxiety most of the time is about things that are coming up, things that you haven't even faced yet. And it's totally natural to feel that way. So whilst I caught myself thinking about those things, I said, right, that's a thought. And if I felt something, I would label it and be like, okay, that's an emotion. I feel like this process is the start of me putting my emotions and my thoughts to either side of me and not letting them be a part of who I am or define who I am. Still have a really long way to go, and it still gets so hard sometimes. And another thing that I've accepted is that it's okay to have a bad day, and today is one of those crappier days. I think it's really important that you set little achievements for yourself each day. Today my achievement was that I spent time alone and I got to film a vlog. If you suffer with mental health, it's really important to be kind to yourself and to be caring and patient. You can't do everything all at once. You need to take care of yourself. The storm is rolling in and I'm gonna head back home now. Let go. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. My newfound focus with my channel is to share with you what I have been going through and what I'm working with my psychologist to achieve. Now, I have to clarify, I am obviously not trained in psychology at all. These videos are a reflection of my own experience and my own journey with mental health. So I need to ensure that you guys know that when taking my advice on board. I found that labeling really helps. Overall, labeling is the ability to step back and just acknowledge your feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. And in no means is labeling a technique to use to push away thoughts, because we're not trying to get rid of our thoughts. We're trying to make peace with their presence. It's a technique that I've used when I'm doing meditation, and I go into more depth when I'm in meditation, and I say things like, oh, that's thinking, or that's wondering, or that's worrying. My psychologist gave me a handout and I thought that it was really useful. And one of the things on there really stood out to me. It says, when you fuse with thoughts, feelings, and sensations, you are completely identified with whatever you're feeling, thinking, or remembering at that time. It's when you're bonded with those mental events. And that makes so much sense to me, because when I think of something or I feel an emotion, I feel like I am that emotion or I am that thought. And the aim of labeling is to reduce the influence that those unhelpful behaviors and thoughts and emotions have on us. So when you facilitate this skill, you're psychologically being more present and you're able to engage with the present moment and what's happening inside you. It's as if you're separating yourself from that emotion and feeling and being able to look at it instead of being defined by it. I know that there are loads more techniques that you can use, but I feel like this one is really powerful. And meditation and mindfulness are all going to help this kind of practice. Becoming more aware of how you're feeling and what you're experiencing is not easy. But slowly, each time you try and take control of these thoughts and these feelings and these emotions, you're going to get better at managing them. Another thing that my psychologist said to me, and it really hit home, we don't need to get rid of our fears and our anxieties because they're actually really healthy to have. And fear warns you off from things that aren't good for you. But it's about managing them, because often our fears and our anxieties stem from things that we shouldn't feel that way about. You are going to be seeing a lot more videos like this on my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!